Today, we need to talk about something that could genuinely change the entire direction of the San Francisco 49ers season. And I'm not talking about a rumor, a wild theory, or some overhyped storyline that disappears in 48 hours. No. This time, it's real. It's substantial. And if this report is accurate, the 49ers might be facing a situation no one expected heading into this stretch of the schedule. So, sit back, lock in, because everything we thought we understood about this team might not hold anymore. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any 49ers news, updates, or any minor details. So here's what came out. A new insider report just suggested that Brock Purdy's toe injury, the same one described as minor and not a concern, may actually be a lot more serious than the team has publicly acknowledged. And before anyone says, "It's just a toe," let me tell you this. A quarterback does not need a torn ACL to lose effectiveness. A quarterback does not need a broken rib to struggle. Sometimes the smallest injury, the one fans never see on an MRI sheet, can completely destroy the mechanics that make a quarterback who he is. And right now, Brock Purdy might be fighting that battle. This is not a panic take. This is not doom for views. This is simply the truth. A quarterback with compromised foot stability is a quarterback whose entire game changes. And if Purdy is compromised, even a little, everything about this 49er season shifts. Let's break down what the insider report actually described. Sources said Purdy is dealing with increased stiffness, swelling after practices, instability when planting and pushing, pain during certain lateral movements, the kind of movements he needs for resetting the pocket, rolling out under pressure, throwing accurately on timing routes, generating downfield velocity. This is not just a nagging issue. These are red flags for a quarterback who relies heavily on precision and timing. One detail stood out. The report said Purdy has had inconsistent movement days, some where he looks smooth, others where he is noticeably protecting the foot. That phrasing is important. It means he is adjusting his mechanics. His comfort level is fluctuating. The coaching staff is monitoring it closely. There is internal concern. If this is true, even partially, it's a massive development. Most fans underestimate the importance of the quarterback's base. They see the arm. They see the accuracy. They see the touchdowns. But the truth is this: the legs are the engine. The feet control everything. Here's how a toe injury changes Purdy's game. 1. Lower body torque disappears. Without stable push-off, the ball loses velocity. Deep shots become riskier. Timing routes tighten. Accuracy gets streaky. You might not see it on TV, but Purdy feels it every throw. 2. Pocket confidence drops. Quarterbacks with foot pain hesitate, protect the injury, shift weight awkwardly, avoid certain escape paths. That split-second hesitation is all it takes for a sack or a turnover. 3. Shanahan's entire playbook is affected. Kyle Shanahan's offense requires rollout movement, bootlegs, quick resets, sharp directional shifts. A compromised Purdy means Shanahan must scale back the complexity of his calls. Fewer moving pockets, fewer deep timing concepts, more conservative sequencing. That changes the identity of the offense. This is where the storyline takes its biggest turn. The report mentioned that Mac Jones has been getting expanded practice reps specifically in situational drills, 2-minute offense, high-pressure red zone sequences. You do not increase reps for the backup quarterback unless you're genuinely concerned about the starter's availability. You're preparing for potential in-game relief. You expect the starter will be limited moving forward. You need the backup ready to run the offense at full pace. This is not a QB controversy. This is not the team losing faith in Purdy. This is what teams do when they sense risk. If Purdy's toe worsens, even slightly, he might not be able to finish certain games. Mac Jones is no superstar, but here's the reality. He is the insurance policy for a season where the window is wide open. And now, the 49ers might have to use that policy sooner than they hoped. NFL locker rooms know everything. Players sense when a quarterback isn't 100%. They see how he walks into the building, how he plants during drills, how trainers work with him, how coaches alter practice plans. When there's smoke, players know there's fire. A quarterback's health affects team morale, confidence, urgency, preparation, communication. Remember, a team plays differently when it knows its QB isn't fully stable. Defenders push harder. Receivers tighten up routes. Running backs prepare for heavier loads. The offensive line feels more pressure. This kind of shift changes the tone of an entire season. Defensive coordinators do not need official injury reports. They watch tape. They analyze movement. They look for hesitation. If they see Purdy protecting the toe, you can guarantee they will. Blitz from the side, he struggles to escape. Force him to move off his injured plant foot. Collapse the pocket and make him choose awkward angles. Take away rhythm throws and force off-platform movement. Why? Because every DC in the league knows a compromised quarterback is easy to break. And if Purdy cannot escape, cannot reset fully, cannot push off with power, defenses will hunt him. That changes everything about how the 49ers must prepare each week. If this report gains traction, expect headlines like, "Is Brock Purdy more injured than the 49ers are admitting? Is Mac Jones preparing to start? Are the 49ers hiding something again with their quarterback health? Is Purdy's regression linked to an injury?" This team has dealt with enough quarterback drama over the years. Jimmy G injuries, Trey Lance controversy, sudden QB switches, rotating starters, national media chaos, calls for replacements. The last thing the 49ers need is another QB storyline derailing focus. But this report has the power to reignite that entire narrative. Let's talk big picture. If Purdy is limited, even slightly, the consequences are huge. 1. Playoff seeding is at risk. The 49ers cannot drop games due to quarterback limitations. Home field advantage matters. 2. Shanahan must adjust his offensive identity. He may need to call more ground-heavy drives, more screens, more quick game, fewer deep concepts, fewer high-risk rollouts. 3. The margin for error shrinks. Penalties, turnovers, bad drives all become more punishing if the passing game is restricted. 4. The NFC is stronger this year. Detroit, Philadelphia, Dallas. Even teams like Atlanta or Green Bay look different. A small drop in QB effectiveness changes the entire playoff picture. 5. Relationships inside the building shift. If Purdy struggles because of injury and Jones steps in and plays solid football, fans and media will start their favorite conversation. Who gives the 49ers the best chance to win? No one wants that. But this story naturally creates that tension. Kyle Shanahan is one of the best offensive minds in the NFL. But quarterback injuries have followed him his entire coaching career. Everyone remembers. 2018, Jimmy Garoppolo, torn ACL. 2020, Jimmy injuries. 2021, Trey Lance development issues. 2022, Lance injured, Jimmy injured, Purdy elbow. 2023, Purdy concussion scare. And now, this toe injury. Shanahan must decide. Does he protect Purdy even if Purdy insists he can play? Does he rotate snaps to keep Purdy fresh? Does he lean heavier on Christian McCaffrey? Does he start simplifying the offense? Does he start prepping Mac Jones more aggressively? These decisions define head coaches. This is not small stuff. This is legacy-level stuff. Segment 9. What fans should realistically expect. This is not season over. This is not Purdy is broken. This is not bench him. This is the truth. If Purdy's toe injury is worse than the 49ers admitted, fans should expect uneven performances, fluctuating accuracy, slower pocket movement, reduced rollout plays, heavier running game, situational Mac Jones involvement, cautious game planning. This becomes a game-by-game evaluation of how Purdy feels, looks, and performs. And if he worsens even 10%, the 49ers will act to protect him. Segment 10, Final Thought, the turning point of the season. Let's end on this. The 49ers are in a championship window. Everything, the roster, the coaching, the experience, is aligned for a run. But windows close fast in the NFL. A single injury can derail everything. And if this report is accurate, the 49ers season truly may have taken a major turn. Not because Purdy is weak, not because the team is doomed, not because the system is broken, but because when your quarterback is hurting, even a little, the entire identity of your franchise shifts. This is the storyline to watch. Every week, every throw, every practice report, every snap. Because this, right here, might be the moment where the entire trajectory of the 2025 San Francisco 49ers changes.